nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've said several times on this podcast, I've said several times on Undisputed, I have tweeted maybe a couple of times, once for sure, about how Taylor Swift has become a distraction, not only for Travis Kelce, but for the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending Super Bowl champs. And now I still see it pop up on the internet. Again, I don't follow anyone, but I can't help scrolling through various stories. I just see it pop up. Skip Bayless called Taylor Swift a distraction. Well, duh. I mean, she's a distraction because she is she. She's the biggest gate attraction in all of entertainment right now. She's it. So it's the biggest duh in entertainment on Twitter for me to say she's a distraction because what else could she be? She's she. She shows up at games not in a disguise, sitting in the back row of some box where we can't find her. No, she stands up at the front in full Taylor Swift regalia, Chiefs regalia. She stands up at the front of the box, full on in the window, cheerleading, posing, acting, maybe overacting. She's being full on Taylor Swift, the entertainer. And it is very entertaining. I think she knows full well she's going to be on camera. And I think she loves being on camera, and I don't condemn that. I don't criticize that for 1 second. That's who she is, and that's who her boyfriend is. I read a quote from one of the twin brothers who manages Travis Kelce, his career off the field, all of his appearances, his commercials, his podcasting. Read the quote yesterday that said from one of the twin brothers, "We positioned Travis to become world famous." The story goes on to say that they promised Travis 2 years ago that he would become bigger than The Rock. And he said, "Well, there's no way. Dwayne's it." No, they said, "You'll become bigger than The Rock." And you can make a case he's on the way. He's in every other commercial I see on television. And it doesn't hurt that he's with her. It doesn't hurt her that she's with him. I'm not saying that's why they're together, because they seem to be very happy together. God bless them both. But here's the point. She's become a distraction to the Chiefs because he's become such a distraction to the Chiefs. He's becoming as much a megastar in sports as she is in her world, in the song world, in the entertainment business. And I'm a little surprised, even though Travis has talked about thinking about retirement, because if you know football the way I do, if you know pro football the way I do, it's all about unity. It's all about one for all and all for one. The teams that are most united routinely go the farthest in the playoffs. The team that's tightest routinely wins the Super Bowl. The competition is so fierce in the NFL. That's why we all love it so much, because any given Sunday, anybody can beat anybody. It requires such a singular focus by the stars on the team to stay locked in for an endlessly long season that takes such a toll on your body, and your mind and your soul. And Travis at times seems like he's got one foot in and one foot out. He feels sometimes a little semi-retired to me, like he's thinking more and more about what's out there in the future. He's got his Super Bowl rings. But if you look at what's happened to Travis's productivity over the last 9 games, he got off to that big, hot Travis Kelce start. She was at those games, and I thought in a good way he was just showing off for her. I believe he was. And then all of a sudden, he started to get a little beat up. Defenses started saying, no, Patrick, you can't have him every play. Maybe he lost a half a step. He used to be able to separate like nobody's business. I would say, how did they do that? They had such great backyard chemistry and rapport that he could uncover the way no tight end is ever uncovered. Last 9 games, Travis Kelce, greatest receiving tight end ever, 34 years of age, 9 games, he's averaged 5 catches and 51 yards a game. That is not Travis Kelce. I'm very surprised that even after winning another Super Bowl last year, that he committed so much time, so much focus, so much energy to all the commercial making, and then ultimately to her. In the middle of a season, to date her is hard. She is she. She is huge. She is a force. And that force is going to take some of your energy and focus away from the fiercely difficult competition that is the National Football League.
I just happened to see this article and look at the video and wanted to talk about it a little bit. He sees her as a distraction for Kelce. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know how she would be a distraction for him putting in the effort that he should be accustomed to at this point. But maybe, he's had his run and this is it. So it's about to get wrapped up. Possibly. Is it possible that he is interested in the celebrity world and trying to become bigger than The Rock? I just don't see that happening. I don't think that he has the personality. I think he believes he has the boisterousness and he can talk in front of a camera well better than some other people that is in the league. I do think he sees his career going that way, but I just don't think he has enough swag to pull that off. I'm sorry. That's not gonna happen. And I said from the beginning that I, one, don't care. Two, this is just a moment in time. I don't see this going anywhere. I think the both of them are complementing each other in a time where their names was put out there on the radar. I believe this is a loving, committed, great relation. No. This is something that benefits them both. I think we all know how it's going to end. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think that this is a distraction for him, or do you think that this is a part? Because I can hear somebody say this or place this comment. Oh, this is just the patriarchy blaming the woman for being mediocre or not being able to man up or something like that. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one.